Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, hi, hello, welcome. I'm Meredith and I'm so happy that you joined me. I hope that you're ready because today we are diving into the chaos that is Amazon fashion. Whenever I order something from Amazon, I'm telling you, I never know what I'm gonna get. And whenever that package lands on my doorstep, it's just a box of possibilities. It could hold the outfit of my dreams, or it could have something in there that never should have been stitched together in the first place. It could go either way, really. Okay, so a little bit of background before we jump into the try-on and chaos. I am a size 2X. I'll put my measurements down in the description. I typically sit right between that 18 and 20, and a lot of clothing on Amazon only goes up to an XXL. Now, an XXL means different things to different brands. Traditionally speaking, an XXL is the higher end of the standard sizing. So it normally goes like large, extra large, extra, extra large, and then we start at the plus sizing 1X, 2X. But some make the XXL equivalent to a 2X. And then sometimes they have size charts and sometimes they don't. And sometimes those size charts are accurate and sometimes they're not. What I'm saying is that sizing is chaos, Amazon's chaos. Sometimes you just gotta order to know. What I'm trying to say is not all Amazon finds are created equal because there are so many different distributors on there. The sizing is completely inconsistent. You really don't know if you're going to be getting something that fits beautifully or if you are going to be swimming in disappointment. But I have made it my mission. Call me the Sherlock Holmes of fashion. I'm here to find Amazon brands that aren't actual garbage. And so today we're looking at a couple of brands, but really two different styles. The first is giving it total retro. I'm talking brunch with your grandma, but make it cute and totally everyday wearable. And then the other, she is classy, like getting ready for your best friend's engagement party kind of dresses, but at Amazon pricing. I think we should do this thing. Okay, I love this. It feels vintage, but also works in a completely modern way. I would wear this outfit to my office 100%. I was asking my husband about it right before and he said that the bow is a little bit extra, but in all fairness, so am I, so it works. I think that this is great. The skirt has a zipper, 100% fits. There's nothing tight about it. The belt fit beautifully. I ended up putting it in the very last hole. I could probably move it in one, maybe two, but then it would be squeezing. I think this is a very comfortable place. The fabric is very silky. I think pretty much everything in here is going to be polyester. I'll let you know if not. And I always put all of my prices and the size that I'm wearing on the screen in case I don't tell you. This may be the only piece, it's the only one that I can think of right now that is not an XXL. Pretty much everything, the top size was an XXL. This top was an exception and it went up to a size 3X and the XXL was out, but the comments said, hey, size up, and I am happy that I did. There is some pulling on the bust. This is the right size for me, but please beware if you got this in an XXL and you get everything else in an XXL, the top may be too snug. This skirt has a lot of beautiful volume. It would really be pretty with one of those puffy skirts underneath, but I don't think that it's necessary. And I want these to feel a little bit more wearable in today's age. And so I really like it hanging the way it is. I have some awesome pockets. These buttons going down the front are faux buttons. I'm gonna try one of these sweet little cardigans with it. Okay, now I feel like I could totally be an extra on the next Grease. What is it, like Grease 4, Grease 7? I don't know, but I do think that this feels very cute and 50s in a way that I would wear at the office today with no hesitation. Let's look at the next cute little dress. All right, there is something about polka dots in this style that just feels 50s iconic to me. I really feel like I could be at a diner, sipping a milkshake, putting another dime in the jukebox. I think that this one is awesome as well. One thing that I've noticed, I've really been on Instagram a whole lot. Shameless plug, y'all feel free to follow me over there. I do post content over there that I don't cross post over here. But what I found is that there are so many different clothing items and influencers that are trying things on, and whenever you like type in your link or whatever and then it sends you the DM with the links, those clothes only go up to an XXL. And so I just kind of felt like, oh, I'm out. So there really isn't anything good on Amazon, but there are some definite hidden jewels on there. And a lot of it is trying to find some of those brands that really work for your body. I wish that these did go at least one size higher, but I am happy that we at least get like the true 2X experience in some nice clothes. This guy has a nice lining. We've got the ruffled top, so it's definitely lined underneath. And I think that this waistband is fantastic. It would be pretty with a nice, chunky, solid color belt. Let me actually grab one. Yeah, I think that that is so pretty. I think it looks very put together. You could definitely throw that cardigan on with it. There's something about black and white polka dots that I think is just timeless. All right, I love a good floral dress, and this one is lovely. Now, this is one that I would not wear without shapewear. I think this one's on the verge of being too small, but I would not hesitate to wear this one to my office either. I think that it's lovely. The one thing that I am missing with this dress is pockets. I don't know why we can't have pockets in there. I guess it might mess up the silhouette a little bit because it's very fitted in this region. And I chose this cardigan very specifically to go with the center of these daisies. It's super lightweight. This one came in tons of colors, and I like that it's a little bit short. I think that might make the outfit. This has seaming down in the center of the bust that's going to give it almost that little sweetheart neckline. These buttons are faux buttons right here, and we've got a side zip that helps get you in and out of it. I was able to just kind of slip this over my head. It does have a nice little flare skirt, and the material is a very silky polyester. This could be perfect for a casual wedding. And you know what's interesting, and especially looking at these dresses coming up, I do have a casual wedding in Mississippi coming up in the beginning of July. I'm baking the wedding cake, so I'm glad that I'm thinking about this now. The dress is going to be fairly casual. Because I'm going to be doing probably the cake cutting, I definitely want something that's going to be awesome and movable. And if it's cake repellent, that will be a 100% plus. Let's check out the next one. Okay, now this is really pretty and would be lovely for kind of an outdoor summery wedding. I know it does have that white background, and some people are a little bit cautious about doing that whenever it comes to a wedding. And if that is the case, absolutely don't do it. But this does come in a lot of different prints as well. I really think that this little ruffle on the side is beautiful. I didn't know what I was gonna think when I saw it online because obviously it's one-sided print, but I think that it's really pretty and it adds, I think that it kind of draws my waist in a little bit, which I appreciate. The back has the smocking, which definitely helps with size, and I love that the straps are adjustable. I'm 5'10", and because of that, I normally have to always extend those straps out if I can, and there are many times whenever a strap that does not extend makes the entire garment a deal breaker. Very much an A-line. I think the fabric is soft and feminine. It'll be a great church dress this summer. Either one of these would work really well, but I'm gonna go back with the yellow because I think anytime I can add a little bit of color, I'm gonna do it. That adds a layer of modesty, and I like it even better with this on. It feels like, hello, summer. I do really like this. I was thinking that this fabric would be a little more chiffon-y. It's that same kind of silky polyester. It flows beautifully. It's not gonna get too hot. This is lined down to my knees. I think that if you are in the like 18 side of a 2X, it's probably gonna do a little bit better on your bust than the 20 side of it. But yeah, I am pleased. Oh yeah, this one is definitely a keeper. This is the most comfortable of anything so far. It's very loose. I mean, if you're in like the smaller side of a 3X, I think that this would totally do it. It's a really, really, it's like a slick fabric. I think almost more than silky. I don't even know how to describe it, but it is comfortable. This came in so many different prints, and there was something about this one that just drew me in. I was worried that it would blend in a little bit too much with my skin, but I'm pleased with it. There's just a lot of room. You would definitely not have to wear shapewear. It's arm covering, which I think is fabulous. Look at all this extra room in the bust. Like, I have a ton of room up here, and even in the waist, it's just got a lot of elastic. If we're going on comfort alone, this dress would be the winner. It's also got some really good length in it. Like I said, I'm 5'10". This one hits just above the ankle. I think this would make a great cake cutting dress. Okay, so I've tried this style before in one of my Instagram Will It Plus sizes, and I didn't know whether I had brought it over to YouTube, and I think that this is one that you all need to see. It is a really nice formal feeling dress that is a very comfortable fabric. I think it's in the $50 range. It'll be on the screen, but I think that this dress has some details that really elevate. Look at these ruffles that are right here on the shoulder, and then probably my favorite aspect is all of this pleating here. It's very intentional, and I think it's done really well. I think people will be shocked to know that this dress came from Amazon. It's got some good length on it. The back does have that smocking, so it's got some extra size built in. This one would probably either have to have a bra that matched your skin very well, because I think that I could hide that strap underneath these ruffles, or a strapless bra. This one, unlike the one with the ruffles in the front, does have pockets, and I think that that's just such a nice addition, especially if you're going to an event that's like a dressy, casual, or to church, anything like that. It is nice to be able to hold things on your body. I'm very pro pocket. Yeah, and this came in tons of different colors. The one that I actually wanted, I'm gonna put on the screen, but it was back ordered, and I think that that would be really good with my coloring, but this one just felt really pretty, and I don't have a whole lot of purple, so Okay, here we are on the final dress, and this one too, I am taking this off because I love this style. I think that it's beautiful. This reminds me a lot of some of the dresses right now that I'm loving from like Jessica, and I've even gotten one from City Chic that's kind of like this with the smocking all the way around. Most of those are cotton or rayon. This is definitely a polyester, but it's also significantly cheaper. I love the length. I think this print is so soft. I think it's really roses and it is pretty. The flow is just lovely. This feels very similar in material to this guy right here. And it is trying real hard to challenge this one for comfort, though I think that one might still win. I don't know. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. I really think that this was a great, I don't know, haul from Amazon. Sometimes I'll get things in from Amazon and it's like, oh, well, nothing's really great here. I had a Valentine's Day haul like that. Not this last year, but the year before. It was like, we're just gonna push through. And that wasn't the case with this. The first section, which is kind of like my retro realness, like putting a modern twist on that retro look, I think was fantastic. Some of the dresses were a little bit more snug. This black and white I thought was fabulous. And this skirt was definitely one of my winners because I think that it is so versatile. And I love that it came with that belt. The green was probably a little bit on the snug side if you're a 2X for the XXL, but the dress itself is beautiful and I'm very happy to have it. Both of these cardigans 100% held their own. I think that I preferred this one, but it might really just be because I had that yellow in there and it makes me think of like sunshine and happiness. This one I like the styling where it kind of has that crochet look that goes round around your shoulders, but they both came in a lot of colors. I love when you can pull a color out of your garment with an accessory. That always goes a long way in styling. So when it came into my little semi-formal dresses that are surprisingly luxe for the price, I think that this was overall fantastic. I would say that probably my favorite for something fancy would be this. I've tried it on, like I said before. I think that this is a find for Amazon. I really love those ruffles. The smocking in the back is nice, but my favorite thing is this pleating right here in the front. I just think that it's so well intentioned. Probably my second favorite is a tie between the one that I'm wearing right now and this guy. They're just both so comfortable. You could wear this to the office, you could wear it lounging around, you can wear it out to lunch. Really, the options are endless, and I think both of them you look put together in. This dress I thought was absolutely beautiful, but it was a little bit on the snug side. It also came in lots of prints, and I think that if you're looking at wedding, one of these two would be a fabulous option. So what I'm trying to say is if you are one of my 2X babes, proceed with cautious optimism. Size charts can still be a little bit shady, but I think that these definitely pass the vibe check. I'm gonna link everything down below. The sizes were on my screen along with the current prices. And in the meantime, I'm gonna be on the hunt for more size-friendly Amazon brands that don't make me question my life choices. I'd love it if you'd let me know what you thought down below. I will have everything linked. And if you use that link when shopping on Amazon, it does give me a small commission, like full disclosure. And that helps me to continue to make this kind of content. Likes and comments really help me out. If you have not subscribed, but you're enjoying my channel, I would love it if you would do so. But as always, the best way to help me out is by doing exactly what you're doing now, and that is watching. So thank you so much. I hope that your day is as amazing as you are, and I will see you in the next one.
So beautiful, 'cause you